Well, as the government shutdown continues, President Trump remains in the Oval Office this weekend. The White House says that he's been working the phones. He's had a number of calls, speaking with House Leader McCarthy, Senator John Cornyn, and he's received regular updates also from his staff. Meantime, top congressional leaders are taking turns blaming the other party. So who comes out on top? John Fund, columnist for the National Review magazine, joins us. And John, we've been watching all weekend how the senators take to the floor. House members will do the same. They're on the House or they're on the Senate floor. At the same time, they have dueling news conferences blaming the other guy. But on whom could this shutdown boomerang?
The party that tries the patience of the American people the most.
And who do you think that is right now?
It's in the balance. We'll decide on Monday when the pain really starts.
Okay.
But I think that the Democrats have to worry about the following. They said this was about the Dreamers. But the longer we hear the debate, it's really not about the Dreamers. It's about chain migration, people who are already in this country bringing their extended families here. Over 70% of immigrants to this country in the last few years have been family reunification. They have nothing to do with skills or qualification. What the Republicans have to worry about is they always have the media against them on this. And remember, the Republicans are in the unfortunate position of having said, well, look, we want a solution for the Dreamers. So they look as if we want a solution for the Dreamers, but not right now. So to average Americans, it looks like a question of timing rather than real principle.
And you look at them both going back and forth, calling each other's names. Senator Schumer saying meeting with the president's like talking to Jell-O. Here's something else that Schumer had said.
We now enter day 2 of the first real government shutdown ever to take place when one party controlled the presidency, the House, and the Senate. Under this unified control, it was the Republicans' job to govern. It was their job to lead. It was their job to reach out to us and come up with a compromise.
Oh, they're out there bashing each other with the baseball bats in public, but we're told now that Schumer and Leader McConnell are about to meet. What does this do to the American people when they see this constant insults?
Well, remember, the president has low approval ratings. Congress, both parties, has low approval ratings. Anything that reinforces the stereotypes of Washington as a bunch of squabbling kids in a sandbox drives down everybody's ratings. No one is going to come out of this a winner. It's only a question of how much you lose.
And what about the optics? You have the picture of the president in the Oval Office. They say he is meeting. But, you know, critics have pointed out that there are no papers on his desk, you know, for example.
Clean desk, clean mind, I don't know.
That's okay. But then again, you got Nancy Pelosi. This is what Politico's reporting. Jake Sherman last night, look at this. Pelosi hosting a dinner for all House Dems tonight at Aqua Al 2. That's a very fancy restaurant in Washington, D.C. That prompted Sarah Sanders to tweet out this. Nancy Pelosi is very proud Democrats shut the government down over illegal immigration and is taking Democrats out tonight to celebrate. Nice message to send to the brave men and women of our military and Border Patrol forced to work without pay during the Democratic shutdown. Is it right optics to go to a fancy restaurant while in the middle of a government shutdown?
I think the Democrats should have taken a page from President Trump, who almost went to his anniversary party in Florida, came this close to getting on the plane, and then realized it would be really bad to have footage of him, you know, charging thousands of dollars to people to attend a party in his honor with the government shutting down. I think the Democrats were smart not to let cameras into that dinner, but it still doesn't look good.
We've been reaching out to the Democrats about this, but it's the restaurant's, it's Aqua Al 2. It's in Washington, D.C. Here's what the Open Table says about it. Ready for this? It says, with a wide array of vegetarian pastas, hand-carved steaks, and fresh seafood, Aqua Al 2 is perfect for a celebratory dinner. And look at the menu. The cheapest thing on the menu is $12. That's pasta. You got dissotina a la Robespierre, grilled hand-carved ribeye steak topped with rosemary, garlic, and green pepper olive oil, $39. A glass of Barolo. What? What is Robespierre?
Robespierre was a leader in the French Revolution who eventually was guillotined, so that may not be a good precedent to cite.
Well, that's what they're eating, maybe, and they're drinking $32 Barolo.
Be careful of the masses coming with pitchforks for you if you eat like that.
All right, they don't know about $2 Chuck? I don't know. All right, we'll have to see. We'll get more on that restaurant meal if they indeed have that, as Political and others are reporting, and see who comes out on top. John,
thanks.